Hello and welcome to That's Football. It's your daily latest football and transfer news on That's Football. So drop us a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're going to open up on Thomas Lemar. Now Arsenal fans will take an interest in this, potentially Liverpool and Manchester United fans as well. He's a name, and maybe you've seen some of the cracking long distance goals he's scored recently, linked quite heavily to Liverpool and Arsenal last summer. Many thought he maybe would go to Arsenal in January, and I do believe that he will be coming to the Premier League this summer. At the moment, I would probably put Arsenal and Liverpool ahead of a team like Manchester United or maybe even a Chelsea. Who is Thomas Lemar? What's he all about? Well, he plays for Monaco. He's got a very good long distance shot on him. Tricky, more left-sided but can play right-hand side. Got a good left foot, not bad on his right-hand side. Skillful, likes to take people on. Very creative player. Probably more creative than running at people, and he's made that admission himself. However, of something of interest, I would just say that, you know, people start chucking names about and going, you know, Arsenal fans might be going, oh, I want Lemar, he's brilliant, la la la. Actually, form-wise, not playing particularly well. So much so that there are reports that from the weekend when Monaco drew, and I think they've dropped down to 4th in League One, they're not very happy with Lemar. There was reports of him being attacked in the car park. So not in a rich vein of form at all at the moment. There's talk that he may not even make the French World Cup squad because Payet at Marseille is having such a good end to the season. So Lemar, I wouldn't call him damaged goods, turns 23 in November, and he is one of those talents that many people think will come to the Premier League, but he's not having a great season at the moment. You could say the same of Anthony Martial, and we all know what a great player he is. So Lemar, where might he go? Where would he fit? I think when people say Arsenal, it just seems the perfect fit. But let's not forget, Arsenal will go through a big transition this summer. That summer will be that Arsene Wenger will leave, and maybe Lemar is the sort of player that would be perfect in an Arsene Wenger Arsenal side. But that's not what the reality is going to be next season. Maybe if they go down the route of Arteta, Vieira, Thierry Henry, yeah. But maybe if they go down the route of a Simeone or an Ancelotti, not so much so. And Lemar is a bit of a risk, which is why I don't think Lemar won't tick the box of Manchester United. I can't see that happening. Mourinho rumoured to be looking to get rid of Martial because of lack of consistency, because he needs developing, because he's young. You're not going to bring in a player like Lemar who's had a bad end to the season, who is a good young talent but lacks consistency. So I think you can cross United off there. Klopp, he might fancy it. He might fancy it. And the Phil6688 says Bale or Lemar if you had to choose. I'd still go Bale because I don't know whether Lemar can actually hit those heights that Bale can, albeit granted Bale probably can't play a full season, but you know, Bale streaks ahead of Lemar. Lamar's potential, and he's still on that upward curve. We'll have to wait and see what happens with him. And Lynn Hall says I'd much prefer to keep Martial than get Lemar. Look, yeah, I totally agree with that. I think Lemar is an Arsenal signing. I think that's the sort of, if Lemar was a Premier League club, he'd be Arsenal. He's not Man City. That's your Ronaldos and your Messis. He's not Manchester United. That's your Griezmanns. He's not Liverpool. That's your Mo Salahs. He's Arsenal. He's not quite there yet. He's potential, and I think that's where he would be best fitted. But let's see what happens. I do believe he'll come to the Premier League, and much will depend on whether Liverpool, because Klopp could take him to that next level. At least you go to Liverpool, you know there's going to be an emphasis on attacking football, and maybe he'd fit in there perfectly. So I think it will be between Liverpool and Arsenal where he goes, and I definitely think he will be destined for the Premier League. And Salim, who says, I've heard that Arsenal will have only 50 million to spend for their new manager. Yeah, that was something we spoke about last week, which isn't a lot. That would probably be Lemar. So we'll see what happens to that. Just very quickly with Anthony Martial. There is a journalist called Duncan Castles who's apparently, and I don't think this is true, because I think a lot of what Duncan Castles says is like something you'd read in The Sun. You know, he's very inaccurate a lot of the time, but people seem to think he's Mourinho's mouthpiece. Well, he has said, I think it was last night, that Martial has told friends that he doesn't expect to be at United next season. However, he then goes on to say that United are trying to get him to sign a new contract. If he asks Mourinho to go, Mourinho won't stand in his way, and Martial wants to stay at United. So covers all the bases there, which is quite interesting. And you know, I think Martial is a concern for Manchester United fans. Of course he is, but I don't think we're going to get anything probably till after the World Cup. But Manchester United, as DT said on the United stand as an Arsenal fan when he did the fan cam at the weekend, Manchester United would be stupid to get rid of Martial. When he came on, he was the player that they feared. Jack Wilshere, just sticking with Arsenal, still not signed the new contract. Free agent in the summer. Wolves and Everton looking at him, that would be a massive statement. That would be an absolutely massive statement if he was to leave Arsenal, especially when there's a rebuild coming up. Would he do that? Should he do that? The reality is he may well do it, but I suppose it's the same thing with many people, isn't it? They are free agents, and how have Arsenal left themselves in that situation where they had Jack Wilshere, Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez playing a season knowing that they can go for free in the summer? It just defies logic. It really does. And they'll have to see. I mean, Wilshere will be offered a lot of money, won't he? If Martial wants to play in the World Cup, he needs games, says Salim. Well, he's going to have to get those games in a Manchester United shirt. And I think Martial should start on Friday night for Manchester United anyway. I thought he played really well when he came on. Chelsea are considering replacing manager Antonio Conte with Hoffenheim boss Nagelsmann. That's in the Star. Take it with a pinch of salt. And Brendan Rodgers was linked to them. But apparently that won't be happening. Maybe he'll go to Arsenal. And Manchester United assistant Rui Faria has emerged as a contender to replace Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger, who will leave the Gunners at the end of the season. I can't see that happening. That's been reported by The Sun. And Arsenal manager has, obviously at the weekend, he said he's going to take a few weeks to decide what his future is going to be. There's links with Wenger and the French national manager's job. I think that would fit perfectly. Arsene Wenger is 68 years of age. I still think he's got a lot to offer. A lot of his success, especially his early success, was based on French footballers that he brought through. And I think at his age, a job that's not so daily demanding, with the talent that French football's got, I think Wenger and the French national team would be a very interesting watch. And I hope the French national team do that. I think he'd be absolutely perfect for them, and I think he deserves that. Real Madrid Presidente Florentino Perez says he wants Gareth Bale to stay at the Bernabeu despite speculation over the Wales forward's future. Be interested to see what happens with that. And Marouane Fellaini, we spoke about him yesterday. Now, he's not signed the new contract yet. We know that Mourinho is begging him to sign it. We know that the club want him to sign it. We know that most Manchester United fans don't want him to sign it. Why hasn't he signed it? Well, apparently he wants longer than the 1 year he's being offered. He wants 3 years or 2 years with an extra year option. Fellaini turns 31 in December. All I would say as a Manchester United fan is that I've grown up with people, with Manchester United greats like Ryan Giggs. When they hit 30, they were only ever offered 1 year contracts. So why would you give Fellaini any longer than that? It'd be a joke. But I suspect the club probably will, because they've got this mad obsession with signing a player like that where they're absolutely begging him publicly. So I'm sure he probably will get what he wants, because United have nailed their flag to the mast when it comes to Fellaini. Pep Guardiola, nothing really to report there. And of course, what I wish to say, that's football tonight, tomorrow night and Thursday night. We have got watch-alongs. We've got Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich tonight. We've got Liverpool-Roma tomorrow night in Rome. And we've got Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid on Thursday night in Madrid. Watch-alongs, join us. If you're watching those games, watch along on That's Football and get involved with the live comments. All three, I suspect Liverpool will win. I mean, even Raji Nainggolan was saying that it's a massive ask to turn that over. And let's not forget, Liverpool aren't really a team that defends, so one away goal will put them through pretty much, won't it? But interesting, and I'm looking forward to doing that. I'm going to do the watch along for that tomorrow night. I hope that Roma can at least make a game of it and give us some excitement. But I think Liverpool are in the final, if I'm totally honest. If we've got any Liverpool fans. And anything else to add? Anything else to add? Tottenham winning last night as well. Let's have a quick look at the Premier League table actually. We are going to do Chelsea versus Liverpool on Sunday as well, and I think that's quite an interesting one in the sense that many people felt that Manchester United, Man City, Liverpool and Tottenham had the top four sewn up. But when you look at it, Chelsea have got a game in hand on Liverpool. If they win that game in hand, they would be 3 points behind Liverpool. And then if they beat Liverpool at the weekend, they would be level on points with Liverpool with only one game to go. So it would be difficult for them to overturn it because Liverpool's goal difference is absolutely huge compared to Chelsea. And I think Liverpool will be safe, but you never know. You never know. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Let's have a look at some of your live comments. Biosphere's left a super chat, which is appreciated. Wenger can do well with France, and he will get Martial. Yeah, it's the only way he's going to sign Martial, isn't it? And El Clasico this Sunday, says Mohammed. Yes, we will be covering that. And Salim says he likes the transfer show at 7 AM. Yep, if you are a follower of Manchester United, get yourself on the United stand. We started it this morning, May the 1st, right the way through till the end of the transfer window. 7 AM every morning. We've got a transfer daily going up on the United stand now as well. So make sure you give that a watch if you haven't. Chelsea aren't down and out just yet, says Jack. You know what? I'm going to go back to that, Jack, because I don't think they can do it, because even if they beat Liverpool and win their game in hand, they'll be 11 on points, but they're nearly 20 goals behind Liverpool, and Liverpool's last game of the season is Brighton at home, which all they've got to do is beat Brighton to get top 4, really. So, you know, I can't see Liverpool messing that up. I really can't. Whereas from a Chelsea point of view, they can't turn around a goal difference of 17. You can't do that. You can't do that. So, and Chelsea's last game of the season is Newcastle away. So I don't think Liverpool have anything to worry about, really. I really don't. I think they'll get it. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We'll be back again midday tomorrow, but we'll also be back tonight at 7:30 with the watch along for Real Madrid Bayern Munich. So join us for that. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you all this evening. Thanks for watching.